Some of you are going to be a little disappointed about this movie, I just have a feeling. I saw The Running Man at an early screening tonight. I've been so excited for this film, and it wasn't disappointing or anything, but it did successfully subvert my expectations, and I think it's going to do that for a lot of people. So I'm here to let you know most of the best action scenes in the movie are in the trailer. In fact, there's not as much action as you'd expect, with this being a high adrenaline film directed by Edgar Wright, who is known for his stylish flourishes. He's known for high energy filmmaking. This concept seems like a match made in heaven. You've got Glenn Powell in the lead role, who is a true movie star. So why did I still think the movie was great? Well, I think it's very possible that Edgar Wright was diluting his typical style and subverting expectations on purpose. The film throws you right into the shoes of Glenn Powell's Ben Richards. His daughter is sick, he's backed into a corner, and he can't get a job because he is blacklisted from employment after essentially helping too many people out, and then getting punished for breaking the rules. There's so much anger underneath the surface of this character at how the working class is treated, the suffering of his family and others like him. He's convinced to enter the popular game show The Running Man, where he is hunted by the entire nation for 30 days, and if he can survive, he wins a life-changing sum of money. His anger is the very characteristic that he is told will afford him the potential to win this game, and the film does a great job of illustrating how his very justified anger is redirected and used against him constantly. An all too familiar portrayal of people in power convincing the working class that their enemies are each other, redirecting that anger at one another, constantly controlling the narrative through the show. The misinformation thrown at Ben Richards is often more dangerous than the hunters themselves. It's not a game of tag, it's a game of chess. Ben's survival depends on how good he performs for the ratings of the show. The hunt is not relentless, it's strategic. And this brings me back to Edgar Wright, because I think a parallel could be drawn to the audience of this film and the audience of the show within the film. The film is playing a similar balancing act of trying to give the audience enough to satisfy their lust for carnage, but also dialing it back to try to form a real connection and illuminate the truth of our reality, which is that the entertainment that we engage with often comes at a cost of feeding those in power. Even some of the product placement in this film, oftentimes meta, being within the show, within the movie itself, feels like a satire. And we could really unpack the hypocrisy of all of this all day, but I thought that this film was going to be a non-stop electric thrill ride, and what I got was something that was a little more anticlimactic, but far more interesting. And I can see people having all sorts of different reactions, so I'm very excited for this film to release. Let me know what you think if you've seen it.